Fajna z ciebie mućka.
Coraz lepszy tej dźwignie. Bo jak zaczęli bić, ty zobacz jakie krytyki. Ty, co tam te laki to tu się rozruszały, widzę, na tej drugiej połowie. Dobrze, że Lora siedzi w miejscu.
Dasz radę? Nie wystarczy, to ją zabijesz.
Nie widzę jej. Z jakiegoś powodu, nie wiem, nie mam do niej zasięgu. Ale mogę podejść, kurde.
Przepraszam, a kiedy moja tura minęła? Dlaczego ja się nie ruszyłam? Zaraz ginę, nie? Właśnie, nie zdążyłam przyjść na leczenie. Super, nie? Super.
Weź się sprawdźcie, czy żyje ta, żyje. To.
No żyję. Zapisuję, poczekajcie.
Okej.
A to ją
To ja tu-
wypędziłaś ją, czy nie? Nie wypędziłaś jej.
Nie, no co ty?
Okej.
No tyle
Tu
się
jest-
przemęczyłam,
tu jest-
że... Pff.
Tu jest B. Ja stoję przy O. Mamy jakieś S, czy jest tylko ten szlachetny?
Szlachetność, no i co
Śmiałość.
źle?
Szlachetność to będzie S, okej.
Careful now, that's a
B,
trap.
O, S, a K? Co na K mamy?
No to zobaczymy, co będziemy mieli. Wciskaj B, czy tam kto ma B, potem O i mówcie kiedy ja.
No to ja daję B.
No, pierwszy.
Coś uruchomiła. Czuję to.
Ja daję O.
Już?
No teraz
No.
S.
Something happened, I think.
No to teraz K. Znowu O.
Znajdziecie K?
Nie, potem
Bo
I.
dwóch ma być.
K, I. Buski, okej, może być i buski.
Macie K? Ja mam I. Gdzie jest K?
Ej, nie ma.
Jak nie ma K?
Musi być K.
Władza, cierpliwość, męstwo, hart, miecz, wytrwałość.
Jest, krystaliczność. Mam.
Ciągnij.
Pociągłem.
I.
O, otworzyło się.
Juhu!
Easy.
I wszyscy żyją w komplecie.
We must be getting closer to Lucian's crypt.
Oho! Pustkowce. Mistrzu Fein! O proszę.
It's me, Harina. Do you remember me? Oh, Master Vane, you were always kind. But more than that, you were always good. Always working so hard for a better world, a more perfect world. But what if I were void-woken no longer? It's not too late, Master Vane. We could be free of tyrants, free of the Seven, of the King, with your help, we could be restored. Not as some twisted monsters, as our true selves. We could be Eternals again.
Drugie?
The powers of the Seven are the key. Once you have claimed them as your own, use them to open a gateway to the void so we may return.
Wrota do pustki otworzyć, żeby oni mogli wrócić.
That was stolen from
Tak.
us, to restore ourselves as eternals. Then we'll use the source of the seven to close the hole they created. And we'll make sure the
Nie wiem jak
void
wy, ale ja
and the
oglądałam
king
Stranger
stay on
Things
the
i oni
other
tam
side.
to otwieranie
Together,
No
się źle
właśnie.
skończyło.
you can right this wrong
No
and
właśnie jest
restore the
otwarte, dlatego te
eternals.
pustkowce się pojawiają.
Please, Mother.
Ona chce otworzyć jeszcze bardziej. Gdzie ona idzie?
Nie no, zamknąć. No właśnie, żeby zamknąć.
Ona powiedziała otworzyć, żebyśmy mogli wrócić, a potem ponownie je zamknąć. Tak czytasz, widzisz? Się śpieszysz. Chcę najpierw otworzyć, żeby stamtąd
The
wrócić.
truth hangs heavy upon the air itself, unspoken. This is the point of no return. Somewhere beyond this point, you shall be undone, or you shall ascend. There is no middle ground.
Sprawdzamy sprawdzanie gotowości. Czy jesteś gotowy przejść do nowej przygody? Być może nie będziesz mógł wrócić do tego ekranu.
Witamy, to jest właśnie endgame.
Ciekawe. O, mogę z wiewiórą pogadać!
My goodness. Here we are, Quercus. This is it. What do you mean, Quercus? Of course I'm prepared. I have my noble steed below me and my trusted shield beside me. What more could I need?
His whiskers crack into a mischievous smile.
And I may have cracked the spell that will stop the great acorn in its furious tracks, if that's what you mean. That's
Sir Laura turns to you, his beady eyes shining with pride.
I owe you an apology, Shield. At the start of our journey, I wouldn't have believed an elf would lead me to the discovery that would save us all. But I see now that my prejudice was foolish. Without you, Quercus and I might still be stuck on that abominable prison island. Now here I am. Here we are, on the brink of saving the world.
Tak, walka
A ten
za
oto
jego sprawę
fan.
była dla ciebie przyjemnością.
O, dla
Trzy.
ciebie na pewno.
Indeed, Quercus and I will find an advantageous location and do just that. Meanwhile, you must prevent the servants of the
No,
Acorn from
ciekawe co on
interrupting
rzuci
us.
za zaklęcie.
Sir Laura takes a slow, deep breath and lets it out in a rush.
You feel it, don't you? It's so still, but there's something behind it too, like a thunderclap waiting to fall. The great acorn is nearly here. Its servants are poised for impact. We've known this moment would come. Now it is time to put my research to the test. I am ready. Quercus is ready. And you, Shield?
Sir Laura nods in return and grabs your pinky with his tiny paw. He gives it a decisive shake, then salutes.
Nie no, fal to było.
No raczej.
No matter what happens next, Shield, there's something Quercus and I want you to know. It has been an honor. Now, onward!
Aha.
Wszyscy. Gdzie on pobiegł?
Come here often. I don't know what you did, but you just released a source flood. I thought I'd come and see what all the fuss was about. Should have known you were getting yourself into trouble. Looks like the big moment has finally arrived.
O, Almira nam pomoże, nie?
I can
Ah.
support you, Godwoken. I will pray for you.
I Tarquin.
I think you'll need it. You'd think, right? But no. This is your moment. Still, do not underestimate my presence. This is a place of incredible power where a single prayer holds the weight of thousands. So, I will pray for you. Your heart and soul will fill as quickly as they're drained.
Czyli co, ona będzie źródłem nas napełniać?
Consider it a
wiem.
taste of your divine future. The people will pray for you. In turn, they'll trust you to do right by them, as I'm trusting you to do now. Of course, it's up to you whether or not to listen. I know how I'd respond, but you do you.
Melody wearily chuckles to herself, then bows her head in a show of unexpected but sincere reverence.
Looks like my investment's paid off after all.
You've shown me kindness in the face of my sins. My worship is the least I can offer.
I've always preferred to be the one reaping the attention, but you've turned the tables. I suppose it's only right, seeing as how a new divinity may stand
Ciekawe,
before
czy mogliśmy mieć jeszcze kogoś ze sobą, nie?
Now go. Rivellon needs a new
W sensie?
divine.
No bo mamy tutaj trójkę,
Kogoś
nie?
jeszcze, ciekawe.
Mojego smoka.
A, uwielbienie. A tu już nie jestem uwielbiona.
Nieskończone źródło.
Dobra, trzeba zaklęcia powrzucać. Normalnie, jak mamy
Ale
nieskończone
poczekajcie,
źródło.
co tutaj jest? Aha, tutaj mi nie dał zaklęcia nowego, tylko sam je rzuci.
Okej, to
Ja mam trochę za
weźmy
mało
to, co
pamięci.
używasz, źródło.
No, mogłaby być chyba 4. Ktoś tutaj mógł stać, nie? I było 1, 2, 3, 4. Ciekawe. Wow, co tu się dzieje? Patrzcie na to. Lucjan boski. O kurde, wygląda jak Zeus, nie?
Mhm.
Dobra, jeszcze 3 mogę wrzucić.
A kto tu stoi? A, Dalis.
Błogosławieństwo wezmę może.
Ciekawe, co rzuci Lora.
No to jest
Żołędzie.
ciekawe.
Żołędzia. Nie, to jest... Ale to kurde fajnie wygląda. A zobaczcie, co jest za nim. Zobaczcie, ile
Białe
źródła.
Jest Dalis. O kurczę. Geist. O Jezu.
Ty, poczekajcie, bo tutaj matka szuka chyba stała.
Słychać.
Słychać? Słychać, nie?
O Jezu.
Syn ma
A
chyba
jego tu nie ma, ale
przesrane.
ciekawe, a to jest kolega mojego syna. Ciekawe, czy nie jest nim.
Okej, wziąłem miszmasz, trochę zaklęć ze wszystkiego, zobaczymy.
Ej, jest z
To-
tobą Alan? Bo mama stoi pod blokiem i krzyczy i go szuka. Chodź do domu też. 1, 2. No dobra. To powiedz, że go szuka. A. No. Chyba nie powiedział, gdzie idzie. Tu. Ale fajnie wygląda, ty. Kurde, fajny jest. Tak powinni z Usa Arkanę zrobić. Nie?
No.
Ej, i w ogóle zobaczcie, on ma trójząb nad sobą.
Chodźcie, obejrzymy go z bliska.
No nie? Macie wszystko tak jak chcecie. F5 robię. Tutaj chyba się nie będziemy mogli...
If I, Godwoken,
Iwan wszedł
Do
pierwszy?
każdego gada, czy do mnie?
Do ciebie, do Iwana.
Ja nie wszedłem pierwszy.
Dallas said you would come, old friend. You were always hard as diamonds, and twice as bright. Your divine welcomes you.
The traitor himself, the divine you once selflessly served, the one you thought dead, lords over the chamber from a granite throne. He moves to speak, but it's Riedeman's voice that next pierces the air.
What a twist.
Lucian frowns at Riedemann, then bestows a benevolent smile upon you. All that you know of him flashes across the panorama of your mind.
I underestimated you, Godwoken. You have proven to be a formidable foe. You have my respect.
Czy ich jest 6 i ktoś z nas ma być 7?
Respect? Indeed.
Lucian's gaze rests upon you and goes through you. He takes your measure entirely.
Lucian, we should tell him the truth.
Yes, I agree. It is time we dropped our masks.
To będzie on. Mówca.
Dallas nods, then reaches for the sides of her head. Where there was one face, suddenly there are 4. She takes off the mask of the shapeshifter. A
No nie.
skull is revealed, bejeweled and ancient as the void.
I am eternal.
Koleżanka,
Aren't
bo
they
no...
just full of surprises?
Fear not, old friend. Dallas is on the side of all that is good. She is helping me rid Rivellon of the influence of the source.
On ściąga źródło cały czas chyba, nie? Ze wszystkiego.
I shall tell you the tale as I told it to Lucian. Long ago, the scholar Fane discovered that the veil between the world and the void was made of source. Our 7 lords desired this power.
Of course.
Silence, slave. Our king forbade the 7 to reach for this power, but they didn't listen. Instead, they rebelled and sent the king and his people into the void.
With the source they stole from the veil, the 7 created the races so they would have worshippers.
Które?
The 7 made a mistake. By taking its source, they tore a hole in the veil, and it is through this hole that the void finds its way into our world.
The 7's lust for power let in the void. Our goal is to close the hole they created, to restore the source to the veil. When we are done, there shall be no more source in the world. Rivellon will be finally free from the gods that enslaved them.
Jedynka, co?
No, zapytaj.
My people cannot be allowed to return from the void. They are tarnished. They are void-woken. They can only bring chaos and death and...
There is more, but she hesitates to share it. Then she decides that she must.
I was a child when the God King tore my family apart. I was purged of source and left to rot in a putrid tomb. A child. It was hell. A hell I suffered for the sins of my father. He was the one that betrayed the God King. He was the one that told the Seven the secrets of the Veil.
Co? Ona jest...
The cruel joke of it all is that the same tomb that housed my tortured body is what sheltered me from the void. Few Eternals escaped that fate. Myself, my mother, and... Thane.
Fainowi.
Jest moją córką, Dalis. Nice. Ale...
Yes.
To ty zdradziłeś, Fane.
Thane, you are my father.
Jaki...
Dallas gives you a steady look, cool and collected. This is your daughter. You are her father.
Your child rotted away in a tomb, just like you, father. Look at us! We are all that remains! But now I have revenge. Revenge on the Seven and the God King. Revenge for what they took from me. My life. My people. My mother!
The hammer's voice falters and her coolness vanishes. Every crack and rasp betrays her grief. But her next words burn not with sadness, but anger.
Did you even look for me? Did you even look for her?
Dallas, control yourself. Our purpose
to
transcends your personal rules.
Yes. You are right.
Dallas's reasons weren't mine to question. All that ever mattered to me was peace. Peace for Rivellon. Peace for me, whatever the means. And now, we are on the precipice.
She sacrificed herself for the betterment of Rivellon. She didn't do it willingly, mind you. Curiosity led her to the tomb. My hunger for source took care of the rest. I presume her bones remained there. And then I took her place. Face rippers are such marvels, aren't they? It didn't take long to realize that Lucian was the key to my vengeance, and I was the key to the salvation of Rivellon.
While Dallas sought the Aetheran, I started draining the gods of their source.
Slurp, slurp, slurp.
A ci myślisz, że to
One more word
pustka?
from you and I shall use the leash.
Kto to jest ten
I had
kurde
to
tutaj?
hide from the gods.
Nie wiem właśnie.
So I had the walls of this crypt equipped with tenebrium and protections put in place. It worked. Everyone, even the gods, thought me dead. As divine, I was created, empowered to stop the void. I was the avatar of the Seven, their strength and their weakness. My bond to them allowed me to drain them of their source.
Patrz,
Nice.
dwójkę.
Maggot. I am no slave.
O Jezu, szczekacz
With a
wyszedł.
flick of her wrist, Dallas sends a jolt through Brachus's body. He writhes in pain.
Don't worry, he's well under control. He has made a fine servant. Isn't that right? Ingrate. I used him to find the Aetheran. When we're done, I'll release him from his duty and free him from his pain.
Proszę bardzo.
Until then.
Dallas punctuates her statement with another wrist flick. Brachus shudders.
but his lips remain curled in a self-satisfied grimace.
Yes, in a sense. When the death fog was unleashed, many elves died. With fewer elves to worship him, Tyrsendilius weakened. This gave the God King his first real foothold back in the world. To strengthen himself, he sent his Voidwoken, the remnants of my people, to hunt down the sorcerers seeking to reclaim their source.
The Voidwoken. Disgusting things. They ravaged the land they touched and infected the air they breathed. They were also an incredible stroke of luck. You see, blaming the sorcerers for Voidwoken made them easier to capture.
The Eterran now contains almost all of the source the Seven stole. Soon, we will be able to heal the Veil.
The void shall be banished, and I, Lucian the Divine, shall return from the dead.
A, czyli ten Eteran to jest ten trójząb.
A false divine, of course. I shall have no power. But the world will not know this. I shall demand peace, and we shall have it.
No
The
chyba nie.
plan is almost complete.
We have made so many sacrifices, Ifan. All of us. Of ourselves and those we love. One last sacrifice is required. For the future of Rivellon, you must surrender your source.
Decide. Be the true hero and give up your source, or be forced to submit. Like a coward. Like a slave.
There is no other way. The source of the world is required to close the veil. All of the source. We only lack yours.
Co mam ten?
No nie wiem, zapisałam. Możemy różne opcje wybrać teraz.
Ifan, my friend. These were sacrifices that had to be made. You were but one. Each of them pains me, but I would make them all again. I made so many sacrifices, Ifan. And now, so must you.
We already had more than enough Godwoken.
Another sacrifice I was forced to make. Those beautiful people. I was as kind as I could be. I promise you that.
Good. You understand.
The world shall not know this. I shall return from the grave, a divine without power, yet all who desire power shall fear me. I shall carry the secret of my lack of divinity. Peace shall reign.
As I say, one last sacrifice is required. Yours.
A, czyli dochodzimy i tak do tego i do tego.
A każe mi się pośpieszyć, dosyć gadana. To co to? Wyssą czy nie wyssą?
No chyba wyssą mnie.
To pokaż dwójkę poświęcenia, dawaj. A potem przyjdziemy do tego.
Then let us proceed. Show some responsibility, father! Surrender your source.
You'll be a hero.
Ja im nie dam.
Everyone will know the sacrifice you'll make. Your name will be synonymous
Was tu jakby nie było w
with the
ogóle.
survival of Rivellon.
A, widzicie? A.
No,
To albo się poddajemy, albo bijemy się z nimi. Pewnie tylko takie opcje są.
to ja bym wybrała raz jedną, raz drugą opcję. To teraz jakbyśmy się poddali,
To
może byśmy
najpierw bijmy
zobaczyli.
się z nimi.
To będzie chyba ta dłuższa opcja. Chcemy tej
A,
krótszej
dobrze.
najpierw?
Tak, jest
Lucian's
zapisane, to
right. We
zapisane.
can save the world from the void. We should make the sacrifice.
It pains me, but I'm persuaded. I say we surrender our souls.
Smoka już zabiłeś.
Never!
Good.
Raz dam się nabrać, osiągnięcie.
On może wcale nie oddać potem tego
Very
źródła.
good. She raises what looks like a leash. A chuckle emerges from beneath Vredeman's hood. The chuckle becomes a guffaw, booming and hateful.
I nic się nie
flicks her wrist,
dzieje.
and nothing.
Oh, Dallas. Sweet, simple Dallas.
How? What? The leash is cut!
Chciałem zaznaczyć, że ja nie oddałem jako jedyny.
A bright observation from a bilious imbecile.
Przecież sprawdzamy dwie opcje.
Chyba nie ma tak naprawdę tej różnicy. Można się z nimi od razu bić?
Stupid maggot. So accustomed had you become to me, pretending to be your slave.
Kill him.
I chyba i tak będzie bitka.
Do shut up, you tedious buffoon, and don't look so surprised, as if I would allow a bone bag to enslave me. Me! They thought themselves well in control, but there is only one master scheme that must come to fruition. My divinity! Or did you really think I'd play slavishly along with your ridiculous scheme, Dallas? Yes, I played my part of the servile stooge. But know this. It was only about the power of divinity.
Kill him now.
Too late, you moldering, blight-stained pigs. Grant me power, my ally. God King, I call on you!
Co?
I ty nie masz perswazji, bo w nim weszłeś. Chociaż ciekawe, czy by to coś dało.
You would interrupt Brachus Rex. You would interrupt the Source King. You shall redefine suffering.
Dobra, to kto się tu bije z kim? Adalis jest z nami. To wszyscy na
jesteśmy.
Brachusa się lejemy.
Tak.
Tak.
Wow, co to?
O.
O kurde. Króla Boga przyzwał? Czy nie? Gdzie on
The
jest?
God King hears my call.
Czemu go nie widzę, gdzie on jest?
He sends a companion worthy of my power. Come to your father.
No nie.
Come to the Source King.